Ian Holm, malleable actor who played Lear in The Hobbit, dies at 88. A character actor who eventually took leading roles, Mr. Holm had a selection that went from the sweet-tempered to the psychotic. Ian Holm, a virtuosic British actor celebrated for his performances in plays by Shakespeare and Pindar and in movies from Sidney Lumet's Night Falls on Manhattan to The Lord of the Rings and Hobbit trilogies, died on Friday in London. He was 88. Isabella Riggs, an employee of his agents, Markham, Froggatt and Irwin, confirmed the death during a hospital. She said the cause was an illness related to Parkinson's disease. A character actor who eventually played leading roles, Mr. Holm had a sort of magical malleability, with a selection that went from the sweet-tempered to the psychotic. Within stage he ran the gamut of Shakespeare, from the high-spirited Prince Hal to the tormented Lear, and he left his imprint on two roles in Mr. Pindar's The Homecoming. The sleek, entrepreneurial Lenny and his autocratic father, Max. In films, Mr. Holm incarnated characters of diverse geographic origin and nature, including a troublesome night cop in Night Falls on Manhattan, 1996. A big city negligence lawyer in Adam Egoyan's The Sweet Hereafter, 1997, and a bohemian genius Manquay within the title role in Stanley Tucci's Joe Gould's Secret, 2000. Explaining his ability to immerse himself in such disparate characters, Mr. Holm said simply, "I'm a chameleon." The transformation was emotional also as physical, as he discovered new depths of compassion even within the impossible characters. In 1993, overcoming an enormous case of fear, he returned to stage after an absence of quite 15 years to star in Mr. Pindar's Moonlight. 4 years later he set himself the monumental challenge of King Lear at the National Theatre in London. It brought him the Olivier Award as Best Actor. Playing Lear, he said, was like climbing Everest with no oxygen. Ian Holm Cuthbert was born on September 12, 1931, in Goodmayes, England, northeast of London, to Jean Wilson Holm Cuthbert, a nurse, and Dr. James Harvey Cuthbert, a psychiatrist. Because his father was the superintendent of a mental hospital, Mr. Holm was keen on saying that he had been born in a bedlam, hinting that it qualified him to be an actor. After studying at the Royal Academy of Dramaturgy in London, he made his stage debut at Stratford-upon-Avon in 1954 as a supernumerary in Othello. He was a member of the Shakespeare Company there for 2 years, then made his London debut in 1956 in Love Affair. Reflecting on his two primary theatrical sources, Shakespeare and Pindar, Mr. Holm said that they were equally difficult to perform. Carefully choosing his words, he added, "You need such tons control for all that stillness and discipline."